There is trouble for a bank, IFNO, the Afreximbank. Now, Obi baby say, Afreximbank, omo ya hwan. Na trouble no efri hi. Say President Akufo Addo. Amemo a oba bebuye. Bank no omonso ende they are suffering from President Akufo Addo's governance. Yes. Afreximbank, the full name African Export-Import Bank. Now, in simple term, no, a Pan-African bank. Now, we say nyaka Pan-African, now we say Africa. Pan-African Development Bank, bia ye create say emboa African countries. And some African businesses. Emma Africa for in trading more with each other. Inti plainly know what they do, and they say omo finance trade, omo ma loans, omo guarantee a year exporters and importers and governments. Inti African countries, African governments, Afreximbank no ebo omo bosia. Omo boosti trade in Africa. What you are saying? Basically, no. If you want to understand Afreximbank, what they do, and no ni. Obibe pisa say omo headquarters when omo Egypt, Cairo. They were founded 1993. Na ya semben Fitch for our global ratings agency. A downgrade Afreximbank no. Omo rates ya downgrade omo to a level be a friend non-investment grade. Just say ye bank no ya downgrade you omo di omo akọ junk status ende no kwane nyame anim ni ya say bank ni din you go mu ni mu ase. Just say ya ma bank na say bank na da ne ball aso dientia na Fitch for a downgrade Afreximbank because of President Akufo Addo's debt restructuring. Fitch for say Afreximbank for Ediomo ho a share sa debt restructuring na President Akufo Addo ye no enu hunti and the bank no ye gu mu ni mu ase. We are going to read and then we will understand. And then your first time or subscribing, now click the notification bell on so. We hear the latest news be aba on sa ebeka. Me go so e kaimo ebusuan for say book na eda we nim no your friend the Ghanaian investor. Na book we ebe trail secrets. Ewo Ghana ha. A lot of people don't know. But there are certain investment packages via what banks, any other investments, firms and other financial firms or Ghana ha. Interest rates are more mano. The biggest all over the world. Now you never know until you buy this book and you learn the things in the book or you read the things in the book. I bet you baby also do cash. If you want the hard copy of the book, you can get it on Amazon. But a soft copy of the book now, Mr. 055-807-4986. You can get the soft copy, 100 CDs per. There is a link in the comment box, the second link. Or click here, you can download the book on your phone. Say, young concept name say, Global Ratings Agency, Fitch Ratings, has downgraded the African Export-Import Bank, Afreximbank, to non-investment grade, placing the Cairo-based multilateral lender in junk status and withdrawing all future ratings and analytical coverage. Also, this marks a sharp escalation in a deteriorating relationship between the lender and one of the world's major credit raters. Mama wati asye ye ka feature omo ye credit raters. Omo rate financial institutions and governments. Omo enema investors e decide say yemfa yesika nkonkoshe aban we mu anas yemfa yesika nkonkoshe sa bank we mu. Enti sa rating ya omo de ama bank we no. Ebema obi a wo sika na nka wo invest wo bank we mu bia no ebe withdraw ni sika. Or say Fitch. And so what it means is that Afreximbank and they can't also help other nations because omo investors ebe withdraw mu sika. T. Or say Fitch cut Afreximbank's long-term issuer default rating to BB+ from BBB- with a stable outlook, pushing the bank below investment grade territory. Also, the short-term IDR was also downgraded, and the agency said it will no longer provide credit assessment for the institution. Fitch for say, afeidie, Afreximbank na enyo mo nye adwuma kra biom. Yemba mpe provide assessment kra mo biom. Di entia tie. Also, the agency cited several factors behind the downgrade, notably Afrexim's elevated credit risk exposure and weakening policy importance after its inclusion in Ghana's sovereign debt restructuring. Tia, almost say one bank ni nye adwuma biom. Omo downgrade the bank no forever. And omo downgrade the bank no. Di entia, omo say Ghana ye debt restructure President Akufo Addo ye no. A weakened bank no. Omo policy importance, I expose the bank no to elevated credits. A weakened bank no policy importance. Because of Ghana's debt restructuring. Now we must wa President Akufo Addo ho. Omo nso oma debt restructuring ni bika womo. Nti omo nyo musika ne back. And they are downgrading omo. Also, the bank's inclusion in Ghana's restructuring underlines its weakening policy importance in our view, Fitch wrote. Fitch noted that the bank's risk profile was now classified as high risk, up from medium, with concerns about governance, exposure to sovereign debt stress, and risk management metrics. Afrexim responded earlier in January 2026 by formally severing its credit rating relationships with Fitch, arguing that the agency's assessment methodology did not accurately reflect the bank's mission, mandate, or legal framework under its establishment agreement. Fitch stated that Ghana's decision to include Afrexim in its debt restructuring process undermined assumptions about the lender's preferred creditor status, which typically shields multilateral lenders from losses on sovereign loans. We view this as evidence that Afrexim did not benefit from its preferred creditor status, Fitch wrote. With Fitch withdrawal, Moody's remains the only major global ratings agency continuing to assign a credit rating to Afreximbank. Mama wati asye how side rating agencies see omo eye ejuma. They will come and check your books. Omo check your books. Na womo hu ne say wa manage usika year. Omema grade na wombema ono ema kwan ema investors e di sika ye den e ba bewura wo ejuma nim na obi anim se ejuma bia no upe investors because investors di sika ba bewura ejuma nim a saa time ne na ejuma na eye den etumpon enti President Akufo Addo bosia ne time bosia wakoji ye free bank for we ho a wodi omo ba beka credit sorry debt restructuring ho no. And a Fitch for Ababe Reto Mohun say, Akufo Addo abo bank nika. Wakwa ji omo bosun wie no be ye debt restructuring. Na to say bank no ebe boka omosika yintumi ntia momo. And there's a bank ne be boka dia. Bank no wejuma ne sen. And say wo uma bosia. Bank wejuma no. Wo be bo bosia, uma bosia. Na nkrofo na ba betia nsihu na ma wo so bank no wenya sika. That is how banks operate. It is a Akufo Addo aba bechi sike free mo ho na wontumi entia na afei ode akwa ye debt restructuring na mo aboka dia and ye downgrade mo because na trese mo adwuma kra no mo ntumi anye because bank adwuma ne say o bobosia no waje hu nsi hu na trese mo adwuma kra ye mo ntumi anye nti ye downgrade mo investors ntumi for musika ma machine mo biom. A year after President Akufo Addo left office, today, international bodies are reaping the effect. A year after Akufo Addo left office, international bodies are reaping the effect of Akufo Addo's mismanagement. Yeah, can MPP4 episode mo can be. Yeah, can and the MPP4 person also can be. Some people are saying say discrimination. They don't want to see the people don't want to what's that discrimination when and grofon person be who say Africa developing international that downgrade yomo. Charlie, was your for Montreal your comment box in why with us.